and welcome back to another episode of Remembering Forgotten Memories. Today, oh boy, I've alluded to this story before, but I'm in an oversharey type of mood today, so I'm actually gonna tell you guys the story this time. The time that I threw up in a hair salon. The ridiculous thing, that is not the only time I've thrown up in public. Oh no. There was a good chunk of my life, ooh, bad choice of words using the word chunk, where it was easier for me to list off places in public around town that I have not thrown up in, as opposed to the ones I have. Yep. So, yeah, if you're eating, you probably don't want to watch this, even though it's only like a little fraction of this story. But still, it is gross. Here's your warning. Tap out now if you must. But anyway, so, this story took place when I was, my goodness, I want to say 16, probably? I thought 17 originally, but I think it had to have been 16 in hindsight, given my mom's involvement. But anyway, so, I came home from school, decided I wanted to go get my hair cut, because this was in the days before I decided I'm gonna cut my own hair, because that clearly goes so fucking well for me. But anyway, I usually waited till Mondays when I would be at my Nana's house because I could get her to pay for it for me because I'm a cheap little shit with no money. So anyway, got home, said that I wanted to do this. This was not a big deal, but couldn't go right that second. But in that moment, she was like, here, have this wine cooler, which you're probably all just like, what the hell was your mom doing, giving you a wine cooler at 16? Dude. She taught me to drink 100 proof schnapps when I was 12. So, a wine cooler? You know how young I was when I was drinking wine coolers? Youngest? Shut up. So anyway, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm just saying that those are the facts as they are. So, didn't think much of this. But it had been a long time since I'd had one because I was on Paxil at that point, and on Paxil you're not supposed to drink. Now, that doesn't mean that I'd never drank while on it. No. Fucking course not, because Lord knows I can't obey those kind of rules when it comes to meds, but, I mean, I also couldn't not abuse them, so, I mean, there's that. But regardless, this one I can only say I think was an issue because I'd forgotten to take it before I left for school or anything. She was like, by the way, here, you need to take that. Crazy motherfucker. So, fine. My genius ass takes the pill with the wine cooler. This was probably my downfall. Just straight out of the gates, 10 out of 10. Do not recommend. Do not do this, especially if you're on that one, but any antidepressant, don't do this. Ever. It won't end well for you. I've done it more than the one time. It won't end well for you. I've done it with more than one drug, it won't end well for you. But, yeah, this was the first time I made that particular mistake, and I had the misfortune of it being on a day I would be out in public when it hit. So, didn't feel anything initially, didn't even give it a second thought. I mean, I think I had like this little moment of, should I really take it with this? Fuck it, it's a wine cooler. Doesn't get anyone fucked up, so I figured, worst case scenario, maybe I'll actually feel it for once, and that would be that. If only that were it. Oh dear God. So, funny story. I get down to haircutting place. I don't want to say barbershop because that's for men. I don't want to say salon because it wasn't really a salon either. It's just literally called the Cuttery, so I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, get there, and I think as I was sitting there waiting, because it was like, yeah, you could do appointments, but most people just drop in at that place because it's so small. I'm sitting there waiting to have my hair cut, and I'm starting to feel off. Not sick, per se, but off. Specifically, I remember, like, the bottoms of my arms right here tingling fuck knows why. But that in particular stands out. I was just like, that's weird. I remember I kept like rubbing them like, oh, I mean, they don't really itch, they don't hurt, but didn't think much of it. Didn't even connect the dots that it had anything to do with what I did, like, maybe half an hour earlier. So I'm sitting there, I eventually get to go have my hair cut. I'm sitting there, she's squirting down my hair to get it wet and everything, she's combing through it, I'm showing her my reference picture, which you would think I would learn. You would think I would learn that you can bring them a picture of anyone you freaking well want to, but even if they do it 100% correctly, you're not going to look like that person. Your hair's not even going to probably look like that person unless you're lucky enough to have the same hair type. But I brought in a picture of Davy Jones. If I remember correctly, it was specifically one of the Missing Links album's covers. I don't remember which volume. If I saw him in front of me, I could point out which one it was. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go get it. So you can see the exact picture reference of what I was using for this, okay? So hold that thought. Got it. Okay. So it's volume 3. This right here. This was my freaking reference photo, okay? Now, I wish I had photos to show you how it turned out that day, but suffice it to say, it came out looking nothing like that because my hair type is nowhere near as nice as Davy Jones's was, because my hair is wavy by nature on the underside. You have no idea how much hell I go through trying to straighten it, and it's very coarse and a lot thicker, so it tends to poof out, and it's also frizzy, so I mean, it ain't never gonna look like that no matter what I do to it. But regardless, that is what I came in with. And as she's sitting there lecturing me about how it's not going to come out looking like that, and that this is a boy's haircut, and wouldn't you rather have one of these on the wall? And I'm like, no, I want this one. Oh, if only this had been like 3 years later, I could have pointed out basically the same damn haircut, but brought a picture of Liza Minnelli. Who knew that this was like the same damn haircut? Not me, until a few years later, but and I realized the irony of this, but I always came in with these freaking pictures, goddamn Davey, like every time, different picture, but this particular day, like this was the exact CD that I bought with me, or brought with me, I should say, all cracked and shit because it's been through the ringer from me bringing it so many places. But, so, as she's lecturing me, I start to get this twinge between my shoulder blades, and I'm thinking, uh-oh. This is like the first moment I'm like, I might be in trouble, because I know that little twinge between my shoulder blades usually means it's about to happen. I was like, oh no. Oh no. But I wasn't saying anything at this point, because I was like, no, maybe I'm just having a panic attack, which, fuck, Paxil's not working if I'm having a panic attack, but okay, screw it. So I sit there and I'm just very, very quietly letting her do her thing and trying to make as least conversation as possible, because I know that the more I talk, the worse it's going to get. At least this is for me. I can't speak for anyone else's personal experience, but for me, if I feel like I'm gonna throw up and I keep talking, I will, in fact, throw up without fail every damn time, so it is what it is. So I'm trying to be real quiet and let her do her thing, and she's combing my hair, she's starting to cut it, she gets about halfway through, and I can tell, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror straight across. All the color is gone from my face. I mean, I'm a pale person to begin with, but it is just gone. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And around this point is when I start feeling the sweating starting. I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. But I mean, I'm still like, oh, do I say something or do I try and tough it out and just let her finish? Because what if she doesn't finish and I'm stuck with just half my hair cut and just, So I'm like trying to tough it out until I can feel it's practically in my throat. I'm like, do you have a bathroom here? And she's like, yeah, but can you wait a minute? Like, no, it cannot wait. It cannot wait. And she's like, well, it's right over there. Be quick. And she sounded like real snotty about it too, by the way. And this is, like, a large part of why I've never gone back there. It's, like, this chick's attitude and the fact that she's worked there for, like, 10 zillion years and she still works there. And I'm like, oh god, she may remember me. So, I try to make a mad dash for that bathroom. Bam! Faceplant. I passed the fuck out on the floor about halfway into the bathroom. Somehow didn't throw up in that exact moment, but I did pass out. I think just long enough to hit the floor. Crawl over the toilet, and there it is, and oh look, there's my pill. There it is. That's cute. And there's all the wine cooler. Joy. Just fucking joy. I know at this moment I have brought this on myself, and it's exactly because of that right there that is now in the bowl, so hopefully I'm gonna feel better now, because now it's out of my gut, so I mean... So I'm in there for a while, like... She's just like, are you okay in there? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. I'm throwing up. She's like, well, at least you didn't do it on my chair. I shit you not. Those were her exact words. At least you didn't do it on my chair. Which, I mean, those chairs would have been easily cleaned, and I would have voluntarily cleaned it myself if it came down to it, but I mean, dude, that's a shitty thing to say to a person that is throwing up mid-haircut. By the time I come back out there, I'm, like, shaking and shit. I still have, like, no color in my face. She's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay, but I need you to finish my hair so I can go home. And she's like, you're not gonna do it on my chair, right? Like, her big thing was, don't throw up on my chair. I was like, I have a cape over me. I'm pretty sure if I throw up, it's gonna be on don't throw up on my cape either. Yeah, well, may have done a little bit of that in there, so, sorry, but, oh god, yeah, it was not good, and the whole rest of the time I'm just awkwardly sitting there like, oh, please hurry up, please hurry up, please hurry up, because I don't want to do it again, because I didn't feel great at this point. I was pretty sure I wasn't gonna do it again, but at the same time I was just like, it easily could, so I'm still trying to be real quiet, just like, oh please, just hurry up, and don't spin this fucking chair around or I will Ralph right here, right now. Thankfully I didn't. Thankfully it was just the one time, but one time is more than enough for somebody who has a phobia of throwing up, but just the irony of somebody that has as big a phobia as I do of throwing up, and yet I have the weakest stomach in history, which is probably why I have this phobia, but still, beside the point. But, so eventually, have it finished, and it looks awful, as could be guessed, but at the same time I'm like, I don't care, I just want to go home, I want to sleep it off. And she's just like, at least you didn't do it on my chair. I'm just like, oh my god, get over it, you're right, I didn't do it on your chair, can we just... She did not get tipped, by the way, just throwing that out there. She got paid, but she was not tipped, because with that kind of commentary, I'm sorry, you don't deserve it. Plus, she made my hair look like crap, which, I mean, half that's my own fault for not comprehending that my hair is never going to look like that in the photo, but I mean, still, part of it was indeed her own ineptitude, because I've had other people do it where it looked closer to the thing. Just saying, but still. Moral of the story, kiddies. Well, two morals of the story, kiddies. One, don't drink underage. And two, I don't care what age you are, do not mix it with antidepressants ever. Just don't. It won't go well. And I wish I could say that were the first and only time, but it was not the only time. I had to learn this the hard way a few times, but at least the other times were at home when I learned this the hard way, but... yeah, that. Don't do that. It's not good. It's bad. Do not do that. It's a large part of why I'm not medicated these days, at least not on those, but... if I can find one I can, you know, have some leeway with, maybe, but no. I lie. I tell a lie. That's not why I don't take them, but... good God, but still. Could be worse. I could tell you the story of the day I snorted the Paxil, which, oh, that was 1,000,000 times worse than this story was, and also, don't do that! It won't even do anything for you but burn the crap out of your nose, so just don't do that. So, Yeah, wasn't that a fun little story, kitties, of what never, ever, ever, ever to do? Yeah, don't do that. So, I know, I've said it like 20 times now, but I mean it, don't do that. It's really bad. So, if you got some enjoyment out of my horrendous life stories, go ahead and give it a like. Even if you didn't like it, give it a like anyway, just because I embarrassed myself for your entertainment. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. If any of you guys done anything similarly stupid, I know damn well I cannot be the only one who has. Just throwing it out there, you know, we could at least commiserate together that I'm not the only one who's done stupid shit. Just a thought. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan book page, I said it again, that's 2 videos today, my Facebook fan page, my Instagram, and my Twitter, they're all down below, as well as some other links for you. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway guys, till next time, bye-bye.